Welcome back to the logical reasoning sessions. Well, we start from verbal analogy question today. And most of the days that's where we begin with, right? Okay, so this is scientist is to laboratory. So professional and the place of work. So scientist is to laboratory. Same way, astronomer is to what? Garage. Well, who works in garage? Who works in the garage? If it is garage, if you take it in terms of workshop, usually garage is a place where you keep the car. It must be workshop. Anyway, in India, we call garage as a workshop as well. Garage, workshop, same meaning. So garage who works in the workshop, the workshop which kind of professional? Mechanic, right? And battlefield, that is for soldier. And hospital, doctor. So naturally, what is left out is observatory. So astronomer is to what? Observatory. Then we have C, G, K, D, H, L. Well, C, G, K. C and here it's what? D. You can take it as a coding, decoding, or you can take it as a pattern. Doesn't matter. Whichever way you take, C plus one letter is D. G plus one letter is H. K plus one letter is L. So, if that is the case, U plus a letter is V, Y plus a letter is Z, and C plus a letter is D. So, V, Z, D. So, that's straightforward, simple question. And how about B, C, D, D, E, G? B, C, D, and D, E, G. D, E, G. What kind of pattern we have there? Here, look at it. B plus 2 is D and C plus 2 is C. C plus 3 is F and D plus 3. So B, C, D. Okay, that's fine. D, E, G. So what is the pattern? B plus 2 is D. C plus 3 is F. Oh, D, E, G. That's my mistake. This is E. So that means if it is E, this is 3. This one is 3. E is 5. I have taken it as F. That was the confusion. So anyway, 3 and 5. So that is plus 2. So B plus 2 is D and C plus 2 is E. And D plus how much? D plus 3. D plus 3 is G. So that's a pattern. So it is B plus 2 is D, C plus 2 is E, D plus 3 is G. And same pattern for Fij. So this is plus 2, plus 2, plus 3. Same way. F plus 2. F plus 2, how much is that? H. I plus 2 is what? K. J plus 3 is M. So HKM is the pattern. HKM right here. And 56 and 72, what kind of pattern we have for that question? 56, 72. 56, 72. 56 is to 72. Same way. 90 is to what? So here we have to take the pattern for these two numbers, 56 and 72. Either you take the difference, 56 plus how much is 72? 56 plus 20 is 76. 76 minus 4 is 72. So it is plus 16. So difference, if you take difference, it is 16. So 56 plus 16 is 72. So 90 plus 16, that is 106. Well, 106 answer is correct. However, among the answer choices, we don't have 106. So that pattern doesn't work. What else we have? Any other pattern? Any other possible pattern here? Well, here 5 and 6. 5 and 6 are consecutive numbers. However, 7 and 2, well, 7 and 2, 7, 2, if you take it as what? They are not consecutive numbers. Or if you take difference, 5 and 6, difference is 1. 7 and 2, difference is 5. So this 90 and 0. I mean, 90 means 9 and 0. So 9 and 0, 9 minus 0 is 9 if you take differences. So that doesn't work. Anything else? How about like, this is even number, this is another even number. These two are even numbers. And 90 and, well, we have 3 answer choices are even numbers. So we have no idea which is the correct answer. Next possibility, what come to my mind is like 7 into 8 is 56. So this one is what? 8 into 9. 8 into 9 is 72. So 7 into 8, 8 into 9. How about 90? 9 into 10. 9 into 10. The next one must be, well, 7 into 8, 8 into 9. So 9 into 10, 10 into 11. 10 into 11, how much is that? 110. So the answer is what? 110. So what is the pattern? 7 into 8, 8 into 9. 7 into 8, well, 7 and 8 consecutive numbers. The next one is 8 and 9 consecutive numbers. So same pattern here, 9 and 10. And the first number here is 10 and the next consecutive number, next number is 11, right? So that's multiplication of consecutive numbers starting from 7. 7, 8, etc. Okay, so that's done. So we have the answer right here, 110. Next one. Here, these are the directions for questions 30 to 32. Select the odd word or odd letter. Odd means you know what it is, right? So take the one which is different from the group. So which one is different here? W-Y-A, M-N-O, A-C-E, E-G-I. So let's look at the pattern. What kind of pattern there? W is 23, Y is 25. And A, you can take it as either 1 or 27. So A can be what? 27 or 1, right? So here, if you take 23, 25, and 27, so that difference is what? Plus 2 and plus 2. So that's a difference. And how about M and O? M plus 1 is N, N plus 1 is O. And A, C, E, 1, 3, 5. So plus 2 is the difference. And E-G-I, E is 5, so G is 7, so again plus 2 is the difference. So plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. Which one is different? M and O. And 243, 264, 333, 405. Well, do you see any kind of interesting pattern over there? 243, well, sometimes if you are not really getting any exact pattern or a number which is different from the group, you may look at any one of this is a perfect square or a perfect cube, or sometimes 3 of them are perfect squares, 1 is not a perfect square, those kind of possibility. Again, the possibility of prime numbers, or sometimes the sum of the digits, 2 plus 4 plus 3, how much is that? 9, right? So 264, 2 plus 6 plus 4. And you know what? This is an interesting and tricky question. We'll come to that. Anyway, we'll take that. This is 12. And 333, well, 3 plus 3 plus 3. What is it? 9. And how about 405? 4 plus 0 plus 5. That is again, when you add it up, what do you get? 9. So, well, 3 of them are, when you add the digit of those numbers, three of them are what? 9. Or 3 of them are odd numbers. Here we get the same number, 999. This one is different from the group. And so 264 is there. However, I'm pretty sure at least some of you have noticed it. When you take a look at it at a glance, you can see that this is an odd number, this is an odd number, this is an odd number. So in that group, there is only one even number. So that's the answer. You don't even go for these kind of like steps for adding the digits. Without that, you can get the answer, because 264 is the only even number among these 4 numbers. Number 32, 369. 257, 346, 628. So this case, they are a bit more careful, or they want to make that question a little more challenging. So that's the reason they have 2 odd numbers and 2 even numbers. So that means we cannot take that 1 based on like even odd classification. That is not possible in this question 32, but it was possible in 31. Okay, so let's look at this question. How about like 369? 369 is not a perfect square or a cube. 257, similar thing, 346 and 628. So these are not perfect cubes or squares. And 369, well, this is a multiple of 3. That means it's not a prime number. And how about this number here? So it is 14. 14, right? It is not a multiple of 3. However, it can be, multiples of some other numbers as well. It's 257. Anyway, we'll take the sum of the digits. 3, 6, 9. So that's 18. And 257, 2 plus 5 plus 7. So that's 14. 346, 3 plus 4 plus 6. How much is that, 346? Well, it's 13. And 6 plus 2 plus 8. That is 16. So, well, except this one, 346, all of them are what? Even numbers when you add the digits. So, 346 is the answer here. Well, there are many other possibilities. You may look at many other possibilities. And sometimes you may get more than one answer. Even if you get more than one answer, we don't have the possibility of marking more than one answer. Just mark any one of the answer you like, even if you have 2 answers based on like a different logic. So let's say this case, 369, 346, 625. Let's say 256 is a prime number. Assume that. I'm not saying it's a prime number, but assume that if it is a prime number, or the number which is given here, if it's a prime number. So in that case, that could be another possibility. So the number comes over here, 256 or any other number. That can be an answer. And this can be an answer as well, because if you take the sum of the digits, the answer what you are getting is what? 346. So it can be more than one answer. However, just mark any one of the answer. If you get more than one answer, that means there is something wrong with the question. There is a logical error with the question. No need to worry about that. They'll correct it. That means what happens? The people may challenge, the students may challenge after the exam. So what do? NTA, they'll cancel that question most probably. Or they may give credit for everyone who attempted that question. That's usually what happens. Rather than, giving credit for every question, that question, usually what they do, cancel that question. That's a fair deal for them. Well, their point of view. Number 33 to 35, a series is given with one term missing. Select the correct alternative from the given ones that will complete the series. Of course, that's it. First one is what? Letter series. Second one is letter series. Third one, a number series. So let's take a look at that. ZM, EK, and GI. Well, as we have done earlier, pretty simple. C, E, G, and what? C plus 2 is E, E plus 2 is G, G plus 2 is I. So, first letter of the answer is I. So, how many answer choices with I? There are 2 answer choices. So, well, these 2 are out. Now, second letter, M. M minus 2 is K. M is 13, K is 11, so minus 2. K minus 2 is I, that is 9. 9 minus 2 is 7. 7 is what? G. So ultimately answer is what? IG. Next one. F, G, H, N, O, P. So F and N. F, G, H, N, O, P. V, W, X. So what we get? Let's check it out. So F is 6, N is 14, so that difference is 8. N is 14 and V is 22, so that's again 8. So 6 plus 8 is 14. 14 plus 8 is 22. 22 plus 8 is 30. So 30th letter is what? D. So how many answer choices are starting from D? Only one answer choice. So the answer is what? D, E, F. At the same time, you can see that all the letters here, F, G, H, N, O, P. So F, G, H, it's consecutive letters. 3 letters consecutive. And N, O, P, consecutive. V, W, X, consecutive. So that means once you get D, the first letter, the next 2 letters are consecutive. D, E, F. So final answer, D, E, F. Now, 35. 4, 9, 25, etc. Let's try that question. 4, 9, 25, 64, 169. Well, rather than getting into the answer directly, I'm looking at all different possibilities because many of you have different ways of looking at that question. So we just take a look at some of those possibilities. So first thing what we have here, maybe the difference, right? So 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 plus how much is 25? 9 plus how much? 16, right? So 5, 16, and 25 and 64. What is the difference? Well, 25 plus 40 is 65. So it's 39 is the difference. 64 and 169. Well, 64, 169, what's the difference? 105. So, plus the differences are 5, 16, 39, 105. Does it make any sense at all? 16, how do you get 16? 5 into 3 plus 1 is 16. 16 into 3 plus 1, it's not 39. So, that kind of pattern doesn't work. So, the differences, we are not really getting an answer from that. What else you have? Anything else? I'm pretty sure at least some of you have noted these are all perfect squares. So let's take a look at that way. First one, it's 2 square. Next one is what? 3 square. 9 is 3 square. Next one is 5 square. And this is 8 square. And this is 13 square. So these are squares of numbers. And is there any peculiarity for these numbers 2, 3, 5, 8, and 13? Well, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. What is the next number? If you get the next number, we'll take the square of that number. So is it a pattern? 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Is it a pattern? Let's check it out. What we see here, 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. So plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. Next one is plus 5. Well, 1, 2, 3, then next one is 4. Next difference is 4. We can understand. We can understand the logic, right? Here it's 1, 2, 3, and 5. We don't get any idea. If it is just 2, 3, and 5, we know that 2, 3, and 5 are prime numbers. However, we have 1 as well. 1 is not a prime number. So 1, 2, 3, 5. We don't see the pattern. Next one could be 6 or next one. Well, these two are consecutive numbers, 1 and 2, right? 2 and 3 consecutive numbers. So same if 5 and the next number can be, next difference can be 6. Consecutive number. Or if 5 is an odd number, next one can be 7. So the next difference is 6. If it is 6, 13 plus 6 is 19. So 19 square could be the answer. 19 square, how much is that? 361. We don't have that answer. Or 13 plus 7. 13 plus 7, how much is that? 20. 20 square is what? 400. We don't have that answer. Anyway, 6 and 7, it doesn't give us any pattern at all. All right. So if that doesn't work, we look at another possibility. Well, I'm pretty sure you have the answer by this time. But anyway, I just want you to take through all those possibilities which come to my mind. I'm pretty sure many of you have thought of these possibilities. Now, what is next in front of us is, let's say, 2 plus 3 is what? 5. See that? 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. At the same time, we can see that 3 plus 5 is equal to what? 8. And at the same time, next step, what you see, 5 plus 8 is what, 13. Okay, so if that is the case, what we are looking for is the next step. What is that? It must be 8 plus 13. That's equal to what? 13 plus 8, 21. So 21 is the number we are looking for. It is not 21, but the square of 21, because these are like the squares of perfect squares, right? So 21 square. So 21 square is 441. So the answer, what we are looking for is 441. That's the case. So 2 square, 3 square, 5 square, 8 square, 13 square, and 21 square. Done. Next one. So this is pretty much a conclusion type question. So we'll take a look at that. In the following question, 2 statements are given followed by 2 conclusions, 1 and 2. You have to consider the statements to be true even if they seem to be at variance from the commonly known facts. You have to decide which of the given conclusion, if any, follows from the given statements. Statement number 1. The DRDO has tested the smart anti-airfield weapon from the Indian Air Force aircraft. So what is DRDO? Defense Research. So you find out. I'm not going to explain. This is something related to your GK as well. This is useful in a GK. So DRDO, anyway, it is related to defense and research. So the DRDO has tested the smart anti-airfield weapon from the Indian Air Force aircraft. So what they are trying to say there? This is what the most important. The DRDO has tested what? Anti-airfield weapon from Indian Air Force aircraft. Okay, that's good. Number 2. This is statement number 2. The lightweight, high-precision guided bomb is one of the world-class weapon systems. Great. So we have 2 statements. Now conclusion. Okay, so look at that conclusion. That's interesting. The DRDO chairman, Dr. S. Christopher, congratulated the DRDO and the IAF teams for the successful mission. So, do we have anything about the chairman congratulated the team in the statements? The statement doesn't say anything about the chairman or congratulation. So, first conclusion doesn't follow. Second conclusion, the test was carried out by IAF's aircraft. Okay, that's correct. This part is correct. IAF aircraft. And the system testing establishment. Well, anything is given about system testing establishment. DRDO has tested. Okay, DRDO tested this. But where is that system testing establishment? Which is that? Since from this capital S and T and E, there could be another organization, something like STE. We have no idea, no information given in the statement. So we cannot really consider, well, we know that the first part is correct, IAF's aircraft, and the system testing establishment, that second part we are not sure about it. So if you are not 100% sure about it, don't go for any kind of guesswork in this kind of conclusion and statement type questions, because if you go for guesswork, you get a wrong answer in statement conclusion type questions. So here, we cannot guess that like it is done by system testing establishment. So, doesn't follow. So both conclusions, conclusion 1 and 2, both do not follow. So the answer is what? Neither 1 nor 2 follows. So this is the answer. Number 37. Sanjeev secured the highest marks in the class. Rahul secured more than Nirbhai, but lesser than Samir. Arpit secured more than Rahul. Well, then the question, who got the 4th rank out of 5? So we'll take a look at that. So this is pretty much an arrangement based on their marks. So we'll mark the person with the minimum marks here, the maximum marks here. Now, who are these people? Sanjeev secured the highest marks in the class. So the maximum is for Sanjeev. Rahul secured more than Nirbhay. So Rahul secured more than Nirbhay, but less than Samir. And Arpit secured more than Rahul. So this is Rahul, so Arpit secured more than Samir. At the same time, here is a confusion. Arpit secured more marks than Rahul means Arpit can be more than Zamir as well. So that is another possibility. So N, R, instead of A, you can have A here. So this is Samir. Don't confuse, this is Samir. So A could be here. Right? So ultimately, what is the exact arrangement? The arrangement, what we get it from here, N, R, A, then Samir and Sanjay. That's one of the arrangements. This is one of the arrangements. Second arrangement, N, R, then we have Samir, then we have Arpit, then Sanjay. Ultimately, there are two arrangements possible here. The question is, who scored the fourth rank out of the five? Fourth rank. So if you look at this way, first rank Sanjeev, 1, 2, 3, fourth rank Rahul. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, fourth rank Rahul. So there are two arrangements, but who got the fourth rank? It is Rahul. No issues. Pretty simple. So arrangements, there are two arrangements possible, but in both arrangements, Rahul got the fourth rank. Perfectly all right. However, if they ask you the question, who got the third rank or who got the second rank? That case, if they ask you that question, who got the second rank, then who got the second rank? In this arrangement, Samir got the second rank. In this arrangement, Sanjay got the second rank. Right? Sorry. In this arrangement, first arrangement Samir, and second arrangement, it's Arpit A. So, second rank, either Samir or Arpit. So that means the answer choice in, if such a question, second rank. Such a question, what are the answer choices possible? In a normal case, they may give you the answer choice something like, first one, A, Sanjay. Second one, Zamir. Third one, Arpit. And the fourth rank, this is answer choice C, and this is answer choice D. Either Samir or Arpit. So in this case, what is going to be the best answer? Which one is the best answer here? Well, Sanjay, it's not correct because second rank, it's not Sanjay. Sanjay got the first rank. And Samir, yes, in the first arrangement, Samir got the second rank. And the second arrangement, Arpit got the second rank. So there are two possibilities. So either Samir or Arpit. Sometimes that answer choice may be given in a slightly different way. These kind of questions, usually what they give you, something like either Samir or Arpit, they may give like either B or C. B or C. That means either answer choice B or answer choice C. Or there is another possibility you may have. I'll explain that. If they want to make that question a little complicated. So these kind of questions you may face when you go for higher level exams. That means competitive exams after your degree or your PG, if you go for placement exams or like the other type of exams. As I have mentioned earlier, government exams, there are multiple types of exams. If you go for any kind of such aptitude test, you can well, expect these kind of questions. Second rank, they may give it as Sanjay, and second one, Arpit, and third one, Samir, and the last one would be cannot be determined. Cannot be determined. What's the meaning of cannot be determined? Well, cannot be determined means, it doesn't mean that you cannot find the answer. Well, you can find the answer, but we are not sure about which one is the answer. Because Samir can be an answer. Second rank, Samir can be a possibility. And Samir is a possibility, then Arpit is a possibility as well. So we cannot say which one is the exact answer. So which is the best answer here? Cannot be determined. So this case, either B or C, or either Samir or Arpit. So those are the ways sometimes you may expect questions if the exam is a bit challenging. If it is easy, you can expect the questions the way it is asked here. Okay, next one. Arrange the given words in the sequence in which they occur in the dictionary. Pretty simple. That is what? Dictionary means what? Alphabetical order. So what we are looking for, here it's forehead, fore and forest and foremost. All of them are starting from F-O-R-E. So F-O-R-E, we will get rid of that F-O-R-E. That's common for all the letters. I mean all the words. Now, we are looking at next set of letters here. So this is H, here N, here it's S, and here it's M. So which comes first? H. So 1. After 1 we have, so this is marked as 1. And which one is 2? M, right? So after H, among these letters here, S, M, N, the M is the second. And then we have N. And then we have S. So ultimately, 1, 4, 1, 4, 2, and 3. 1, 4, 2, and 3 is the answer choice. In a certain code language, seldom. Seldom is written as NPEMFT. Okay, let's try that. So seldom, what we have is 19, this is 5, this is 12, this is 4, 15, 13, 14, 16, 5, 13, 6, and 20. So when you look at the pattern, what we see here, S is 19, 19 and 14, it's minus 5. 5 and 16, how much is that? Plus 11. 12 and 5, so minus 7. 4 and 13, plus 9. 15 and 6, minus 9. And well, 13 and 20, plus 7. So here, minus 5, plus 11, minus 7, plus 9, minus 9, plus 7. So if you apply the same pattern with the sacrifice, what happens? Sacrifice. So it's minus 5, so S minus 5 must be N. The first letter here is going to be N in the answer, right? Look at the answer choices. All of the answer choices are starting from F. So this is not the pattern what we are looking for. So definitely we have to look at something else. Do you see any other pattern here? I'm pretty sure Many of you have seen it. What is that? This is M. So M is called as N here. And O is 15. So M is 13, 13 plus 1 is 14. So this is 15, 15 plus 1 is 16. And this is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5. And L is 12, 12 plus 1 is 13. And E plus 1 is F. And S plus 1 is T. Similar way, we have E here. E plus 1 must be F. So the first letter of the answer is F. In all the answer choices, it's F. So the pattern what we are going for is correct in accordance with the answer choices. So of course, next one C. C plus 1 is D. So FD. Then I plus 1, that is J. Then F. F plus 1, that is G. And then I plus 1, that is J again. R plus 1, S. C plus 1, D. And A plus 1, B. And S plus 1, T. So F, D, J, G. F, D, J, G. Then J, S. F, D, J, G, J, S. This is out. F, D, J, G, out. F, D, J, G, J, S, D, B, T. So second answer choice is correct. F, D, J, G. So J, G. F, D, J, G, J, S. F, D, J, G, J, S. Well, it's one of the most important thing. Always remember this. Marking the correct answer choice is equally important as finding the correct answer. Because sometimes you may get the correct answer. However, when you mark it, by mistake, you may mark some other answer choice. So you lose it. That's the issue. So you need to have attention to minute details when you do with these kind of questions. Doesn't matter, whichever it is, like which subject it is. Could be logical reasoning, it could be quantitative ability, it could be general knowledge, doesn't matter. Be careful. Next one. If S denotes multiplied by, V denotes subtracted from, and M denotes added to, and L denotes divided by. Okay, so it's pretty much what? Symbols annotation type question. So 343 L. L is what? L is denoted by, divided by. 343 by 7. Then we have S. S is what? S denotes multiplied by. 7 into 6. Then we have V. V denotes what? Subtracted from. 94. Then M. M denotes added. So that's plus 11. That's equal to what? So 343, 7. We have 6, 94 and 11. Perfectly all right. So let's apply the board mass. What do you get? 343 by 7. Actually 7 cube is 343. 343 by 7 is 49. 49 into 6 minus 94 plus 11. So 49 into 6, how much is that? 50 into 6, 300, right? So 49 into 6, 300 minus 6, 294. So this is 294 and this is 94, this is 11, plus 11. So 294 minus 94 is 200, 200 plus 11 is 211. So the answer right here, 211. In the following question, which one set of letters, when sequentially placed at the gaps, the given letter series shall complete it? Okay, so we'll take a look at that. By the way, in between, somehow we missed this question number 40. So we'll take a look at this. Find the missing number. So what is that's given in a 3 by 3 square, 3 rows and 3 columns. So the numbers are 17, 24, 16, 8, question mark 11, 80, 125. So we'll take a look at that question. What is the pattern here? 17 and 16. And in the middle we have 24. So 17 plus 16, how much is that? 33, right? 33 and this is 24. 24 and 33, the difference is 9. Well, that 9 and 24, there is no direct link. How about 81 and 25? 81 and 25, if you add it, 106. 106 and this is 100. So 106 minus 6 is 100. Here it's 17 and 16. If you add, you get 33. 33 minus 9 is 24. Here 81 and 25, when you add it, 106 minus 6 is 100. So it's minus 6 here, minus 9 here. Doesn't make any sense. How about 8 and 11? Well, 8 plus 11, it's 19. 19 minus 6 minus 9. Well, 19 minus 6 is 13. 19 minus 9 is 10. Any of those answers, it's not among the choices. Even if that answer choice is given, it's not a pattern because it's minus 6 here. 81 plus 25 minus 6 is 100. 17 plus 16 minus 9 is 24. So this one, we cannot have minus 9 or minus 6 because it doesn't make any pattern at all. If it is minus 6, well, if it is minus 6, minus 7, if it is minus 8, then that makes sense. Anything else? How about if you take it column wise, do you see any pattern? 17, 8, 17 plus 8? Well, I'm pretty sure you have the answer by this time, but I'm just looking at different possibilities because many of you have gone through these possibilities and still some of you haven't have the answer, right? Okay, 17 plus 8. 17 plus 8 is what? 25. 25 and this is 81. 81 is 9 square. So 25 if you add it and this is 9 square. What is the pattern? I'm not sure. How about 16 and 11? 16 plus 11, how much is that? 16 plus 11 is 27. 27 and this is what? 25. Or it is 5 square. Doesn't make any sense. Next possibility, well, take those differences because 17 and 8. 17 minus 8 is 9. Okay, that difference is 9. 17 minus 8, that difference is what? 9. So this is 9 square. And we'll try with this column as well because the middle column we have the number missing. So we cannot really check the pattern with the middle column. So we'll try the last column. 16 minus 11. 16 minus 11 is what? That is 5. Okay, so this is 5 square. Perfectly all right. So that pattern is good for column number 1 and good for column number 2. Column number 3. Now we'll try that with the middle column. 24 minus something must be what? We need to get 10 square here. So 24 minus something must be 10. So 24 minus how much is 10? 24 minus 14 is 10. So the answer is what? 14. Well, I won't say it's simple question, but of course, if you look at that pattern first, question must have been simple, right? But we have gone through many other patterns similar to what usually the candidates do. We looked at different possibilities and finally came to the answer. So that way, if you look at the question, it is a little bit time consuming. Okay, this question, 41, we have done that question. And 42. In the following question, which one set of the letters, when sequentially placed at the gaps in the given letter series, shall complete it? So P, something missing, then PR, then something missing, P, then something missing, etc. So let's take a look at that. R, something missing PR, then something missing P, then something missing Q, then something, then R, then we have P. So what kind of a pattern here? R, something missing P. Then R, something missing P. then R something missing P here. Is it possible? So if it is R, this is the first three, let's say first three letters something, R something missing P, R something missing P. If you go with a similar pattern, R something missing P, then what something missing is Q, okay? Then how about is what? R something missing is P, okay. So you see that R, a letter in between, then P. R, a letter in between is P. R, a letter in between is P. R, a letter in between is P. So ultimately, here it is clearly given that the letter between R and P is Q. So R, Q, P, R, Q, P, then R, Q, P. Done. So that's a pattern. R, Q, P, R, Q, P, R, Q, P, etc. So what is missing? These are letters. These are the letters. Q, Q, R, P, Q. So Q, Q, R, P, Q. So Q, Q, R, P, Q. Done. Simple question. Next question what we have is a man moves 24 meters in south direction. At a glance you can see that it's a direction sense question, right? A man moves 24 meters in south. Okay, so let's mark it. This is the starting point. A man moves 24 meters south. And turns 90 degrees anti-clockwise. So from here, he makes what? 90-degree turn anti-clockwise. So this is clockwise, this is anti-clockwise. So that means he must have turned into this direction. So ultimately, he was facing this direction. Now he's turned to this anti-clockwise direction. And moves another 7 meters. So 7 meters. And takes a right turn. So from here, he makes a right turn. So he moves this way. What is that? 3 meters. And then he moves 3 meters in the north. So he reached at this point now. And from there, he moved what? 3 meters north. That means he was going back on the same path. So I'll just use a different color. He's going back on the same path. 3 meters, exact same distance, 3 meters. So that means he reached here now. Find the distance between his initial and final position. So this is the initial position, this is the final position. So what's the distance between? Let's make a right angle triangle. So if this is the right angle triangle, this is the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle, then how do we find that? Root of base square plus height square. Base square is 7 square. And 24 is the height, so 24 square. So root of 24 square plus 7 square. 24 is 576. 7 square is 49. 576 plus 49. 575 plus 50. That's same thing, right? Okay, so if 575 plus 50, what do you get? 625. So root of 625 is the answer. What is 625? Root of 625, that is 25 meters. So that's the answer. Again, straightforward question. Number 44. Nisha's father's brother-in-law is the brother of Neha. Okay, let's take a look at that. Nisha's father's, so this is Nisha's father's brother-in-law. Nisha's father's brother-in-law can be Nisha's father's sister's husband. Right? There is another possibility. Nisha's father's brother-in-law can be Nisha's father's wife. That means Nisha's mother's brother. So ultimately, Nisha's father's brother-in-law is sister's husband. His sister's husband or his wife's brother. That means wife's brother means Nisha's mother's brother. So these two possibilities. Okay, now The question is that person. That means Nisha's father's brother-in-law is the brother of Neha. So this person is the brother of Neha. This person is the brother of Neha. And if we are taking this person here, he is the brother of Neha as well. So Neha. Okay, so the question, how is Nisha related to Neha? From Neha's point of view, who is Nisha? If Neha is in this connection, in this relation, Neha's brother and brother's sister. That means Neha's sister is the mother of Nisha. And from Neha's point of view, sister's daughter. So sister's daughter is what? Niece. So we have the answer to his niece there. Now if Neha is here, Neha's brother's wife's brother. So Neha's brother's wife. That means her sister-in-law. Sister-in-law's brother. And sister-in-law's brother's daughter is Nisha. That case, you know what? There is no specific relation. We cannot call that person as the niece. So ultimately, there are two possibilities here. However, we have only possible answer choice is given, niece. So the final answer is what? Niece. Best available among the given answer choices, the best available answer is niece. So the final answer, we mark it as what? Niece. Okay, let's go for next question. If a mirror image is placed on the line MN, okay, actually it's not the mirror image, it's a mirror. If a mirror is placed on the line MN, then which of the answer figure is right image of the given figure? So let's take a look at that. This is what we are looking for here, and the mirror is here. So let's do this. It's going to be a square. What we have inside the square. The first of all, we are looking at the diagonal. So diagonal is this way. So in the mirror image, diagonal would be like this. Because the upper part of the diagonal is here, that is close to the mirror. So in this image, the upper part of the diagonal, it would be here. This is the lower part. Because diagonal is in a slanting position. So we got the diagonal. And we have an arrow here, this way. And we have a cutting here as well. So that cutting, where that cutting is supposed to be? Cutting is supposed to be here. That case, where is the question mark? This is the question mark, right? In that triangle. This triangle shape. This triangle shape is away from the mirror. So in this case, it's going to be away from the mirror. And it would be like this. Question mark. Because the opening side, the opening of this question mark is towards this side. So in this case, the opening of the question mark towards that side. This is away from the mirror and this is away from the mirror. Okay, so now we have this figure here. It is something like a hook. So that hook is in this, the opening part of the hook is away from the mirror. So the open part of that hook would be, okay, I think we have to have one more triangle. We have to create one more triangle. So where is that triangle? So this would be like this, right? So this is near to the mirror, so we have to create another triangle here. And this is where that hook comes in. That hook, opening of that hook is away from the mirror, so we have to make it such a way that the opening of the hook is away from the mirror. And now we have 3. So 3, it would be like this. So ultimately, when you look at the answer, arrow, of course, the arrow towards this way. So when you look at the answer choices, this cannot be the answer, this cannot be the answer. This case, these two cases, the arrow is towards up. Okay, that's perfectly all right. 3 is correct as well. Then question mark is correct. Then look at that hook. Hook must be towards this side, and this case it's correct. This case, hook is towards this way. So that is not correct. D is not correct. So the answer must be, actually, you know what, the hook part, some part of the hook is missing here. No need to worry about it. It is just a printing error. So that this is the possible image. And rather than spending time on making this image, you can solve this question pretty quick. I'll show you that. So what is the actual method for this? This is what it is. Look at the image, and here is an arrow. Arrow must be going this way, so we can assume that this arrow would be like in this direction. So look at the answer choices. This arrow is going away from the mirror. Okay, this is perfectly all right. Okay, that's fine. So that the direction is perfectly towards the mirror side. That is okay. And however, you know what, this question mark is away from the mirror. So in this case, the question mark is near to the mirror. So that cannot be the answer. Here the arrow is going down. It's not the case. And this is the arrow going up. That is perfectly all right. The question mark is on the side away from the mirror. That is correct as well. Then 3 is correct as well. And this hook is correct. So the answer C. And D, if you want, you can take a final look at D. So C and D, the only difference at this hook. So this hook, the opening part of the hook is towards the left. In the mirror image, left become right. So it must be towards the right. So in this case, the image C is perfect. So that is the answer C. Now number 46. Identify the diagram that best represents the relationship among the given classes. Mathematics, arithmetics, algebra. Mathematics, arithmetics, algebra. Well, arithmetics and algebra and mathematics, what is the connection? Is it like 3 different subjects? Like mathematics, arithmetics, and algebra? Is it correct? Or is arithmetics and algebra can be considered it as a part of mathematics? Definitely. I'm pretty sure you know that. You have learned that in the school and plus 2 level. Some of you have learned it at plus 2 level as well, right? So what is it? Mathematics is the bigger circle. Inside mathematics, you have 2 subsets. One is arithmetic and the other one is algebra. So the best answer is D. Answer choice D, delta. Okay, so next one here. A piece of paper is folded and punched as shown below in the question figure. Okay, let's take a look at that one. A piece of paper is folded. Look at that, a piece of paper. This is the piece of paper. And that is folded at the corners. It's folded at the 4 corners. And what is after that? Well, if it is folded at the corners, you see a square like this. This is. And that square is folded from the middle. So you get what? A triangle. So this part. And the triangle part, we have 2 holes at the middle. So again, that is a square shape or something like a rhombus. And after that, putting 2 holes, when this paper is completely open, what kind of an answer or what kind of an image you can see? How many holes would be there? So if it is opened from this stage, if it is opened like this, let's say if it is opened like this, so you have 2 images here, 2 holes here, and we'll have another 2 holes here, right? Another 2 holes here. Apart from that, now we have this corner is folded. The corner is folded. That corner, if it comes up to here, then this, when you unfold that corner piece, you can see a marking, a hole here. You can see a hole here as well. And you can see a hole here. So every corner you can see a hole as well. So total number of holes would be what? 8. So among the answer choice, there is only one possible, such a possible answer, that's C. Because all other answers we have 4 holes, 5 holes, this one is 6 holes, and this one we have 8 holes. And well, whether what we have done is correct or not, any idea? So how do we check it? Okay, so there is a way for checking it out. What do we do? Well, this is just for, class practice or home practice. It is not for the exam. Exam, already we have the answer. C is the answer choice. Now, this is what it is. We take a piece of paper. This is a square piece of paper, exactly like this. And we are going to, fold that corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 corners are folded, and it is folded from the middle of that square. So this is a square shape. It is folded from the middle. So it is folded like this. We are putting 2 holes. So we are trying to put those 2 holes here. So 1 hole is ready. 1 more hole. Now this exactly like this, 2 holes, right? So now we open it. Let's see what happens. So this is what it is. And now we got the shape. And now we need to open the corners as well. So let's open the corners. When we open the corners, so this is what we see. So what is it? And which is the image, which is the answer. So this is what it is. See this answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 holes. Here we have 8 holes as well. Answer choice C. So the answer we have picked is perfect. So now we are done with that. Now question number 48. How many triangles are there in the given figure? Wonderful question. So we'll take a look at that. First of all, let's mark these images here. Mark the pieces here. Actually, this is a figure, partition, and counting type question. How many triangles are there in the given figure? That's what we are looking for. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 7, this is 8, 9, 10. Well, how many pieces are triangles here? So we have to think about it. How many pieces are triangles? 1 is a triangle, 2 is a triangle, 7 is not a triangle, but 8 is a triangle, 9, 10, triangle, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are all triangles, except 7, all other pieces are triangles. So what we are looking for, how many triangles in this figure? So let's count it. Let me take 1 piece at a time. So some of the pieces are triangles, so let's take 1 piece at a time. So I take 1 triangle at a time. 1 triangle at a time means 1 is a triangle, 2 is a triangle, so I take 1, I take 2, then 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7 is not a triangle, 8, 9, 10. So how many individual triangles are there? There are 9 triangles. 9 triangles. Which are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Except 7, all of them are triangles. So 9 of them. Now what we are going to do here, we'll take 2 pieces together. Well, 1 and 2 together, that's a triangle. So we take 2 pieces together. So that 2 pieces together, I just mark it as T2. So that T2, 1 and 2 together, that's a triangle. 1 and 2 together, that's a triangle. This is just for the convenience, you may write it. Otherwise, there's no point in writing it because it's time consuming. Since it is a practice session, I would like to take the time. All right, so 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Then 5 and 6. Is there any other two pieces that can be form a triangle? Just think about it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then, well, 7 and 8 can be a triangle, right? So 7, 8. 7 and 8 together is a triangle. 7 is not a triangle, but 7 and 8 together. And how about 8 and 9? 7 and 8 is a triangle, 8 and 9 is a triangle. Then 9 and 10. 9 and 10 is a triangle. Then 10 and 7, or 7 and 10, that's a triangle. Is there any other two pieces? That means any two pieces together, if you take other than what we have taken, do we get a triangle? Think about it. Well, 10 and 9 taken, that is 9 and 10. How about 5 and 10? You see that? 5 and 10 is a triangle, 5 and 10. So we take 5 and 10. Anything else? How about like 6 and 7? 6 and 7, it's not a triangle. How about 1 and 7? No, it's not a triangle. But 2 and 8, if you take 2 and 8, that's a triangle. See that? 2 and 8. So ultimately, how many triangles here? This is 1, another 1, 3 and 4, another 1, 5 and 6, another 1. So ultimately 4, 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 2, 9. So T2 means 9 triangles. Then T3. So T3 means 3 pieces together. So 3 pieces together, how many triangles we have? So 1, 7, 6. 1, 7, 6 is a triangle. So let me mark it as 1, 7, 6. So 3 pieces together. 1, 7, 6. Then any other 3 pieces together? Well, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. That's a triangle. 6, 7, 8. Then 2, 8, 9. So 2, 8 and 9. That's a triangle. 2, 8 and 9. How about 5, 10 and 9? 5, 10 and 9. 5, 10, 9. Any other 3 pieces together? 1, 7 and 10. 1, 7 and 10. So 1, 7, 10. See that? That's a triangle. 1, 7, 6 has already been taken. So 1, 7, 10. This is a triangle. 1, 7, 10. So that is 3 pieces together. Now, any 4 pieces together, is there a possibility? 4 pieces together? Check it out. 4 pieces. Like if you take 1, 7, 6, 5, that's not a triangle. 1, 2, 8, 9, and 4, that's not a triangle. Well, it is 3, 4, 9, and 8, it's not a triangle. So 4 pieces, it doesn't work. How about 5 pieces? 5 pieces together. If you take these 5 pieces, 1, 7, 10, 5, and 6. So 5 pieces, that's a triangle. So 1, 7, 10, 5, and 6. How about the other side? 2, 8, 9, 3, 4. Yes, that's a triangle. 2, 8, 9, 3, 4. Triangle. And any other triangle? Possible? Yes. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. See that? That's a triangle. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. How about this one? This is a triangle again. So that's 5, 10, 9, 3, 4. 5, 10, 9, 3, 4. And now how many such triangles are there? If you look at 5 triangles, if you take 5 triangles, how many? 4 of them. So that's T5 is 4. And how about T3? T3 is 5. So T3, if you take T3, that's 5. What else you have? Any other possibility? Now if you take all these pieces together, see that? All these pieces together, that's a triangle. So how many pieces? 10 pieces together. So T10, 10 pieces together, that's a triangle. So let me mark it as T10. T10 means when we take 10 pieces, that's a triangle. So let's count it. How many are there? So T10, one triangle, T5, 5 pieces together, we have 4 of them. Let's take another color. So 4 of them. And well, then if you take T3, T3 means 3 pieces together, we have 5 of them. So 5 plus 4, 9 plus 1 is 10. Then we have 2 pieces together, we have 9, and well, we have 9. Check it out, is there any kind of repetition or anything like that? So this is T1, 9 pieces, correct? T2, 9 pieces, correct? T3, 1, 7, 6, 1, 7, 6 is a triangle, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8 is a triangle. 2, 8, 9. 2, 8, and 9. Yes, that's a triangle. 5, 10, and 9. Yes, that's a triangle as well. 1, 7, 10. 1, 7, 10 is a triangle as well. So that's 5. Then T5, 1, 7, 10, 5, 6. 1, 7, 10, 5, 6. That's a triangle. Then we have 2, 8, 9, 3, 4. That's a triangle. Then we have 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. Yes, that's a triangle. And 5, 10, 9, 3, 4. That's a triangle as well. So ultimately we have 5 plus 4, 9 plus 1, 10. This is 18. 18 plus 10 is 28. Just looking at, is there anything missing? Okay, so what we have done so far is correct. Only thing, we just missed one. Which one is that? T4. So 4 pieces together, we haven't considered that possibility. You see that? 7, 8, 9, and 10. These 4 pieces together, that's a triangle. So 4 pieces together, what is it? 7, 8, 9, and 10. Those 4 pieces together, we have a triangle. So ultimately, 1. So T4 is 1. So total how many we have? Total how many? Okay, so 9. T1 is 9. T2 is 9. So 18. Then we have 5, 4, 1, 1. So that is 11. So 18 plus 11, 29. So the answer is 29. That question is a bit time consuming. And if you get a question like this, you know what? Be careful with this question because it's time consuming at the same time. If you are 100% confident, go with that question. If you are not 100% confident, keep that question towards the end of the exam. But most of the time what happens, if you count these kind of triangles, you may not get the correct answer. Sometimes you may get 28, sometimes you may get 29. Well, you may get chances of getting wrong answers. And I am pretty sure many of you haven't got the number above 20. Many of you got the number of triangles below 20. So anyhow, the answer is what? 29. Number 49. What is it? In the given figure, how many people like cricket and tennis both? So let's cricket part. Look at the cricket part. So where is cricket? So this triangle is the cricket triangle. So this is cricket part. And tennis. Tennis, that's a circle. So we'll have a different color for tennis. This color. So this is tennis. Now the question is, how many people like cricket and tennis? Both. So, well, cricket and tennis, which is the intersection of yellow line and this pink line? So you can see that this is what it is. So pink and yellow, inside pink and yellow, you can see 17 and 15. So those people, 17 plus 15, they like both. So 17 plus 15, 32. So 32 like what? They like cricket and tennis. Now, question number 50. Question number 50. As you know, this is the question we have done many times earlier. Now, let's look at that code of each letter from the given matrices. Okay, let's try this. The best method is, what is the best method? Elimination method. So any of the answer choice, if we can eliminate it, that's the best thing to do is. So we are starting from what? Modest. So let's go for the letter M first. So if it is M, 78, well, 78, M can be 78, that is fine. 89, 8 and 9, that can be M. 56, 5 and 6, well, 5 is here, 6 is here, M, it is possible. And 67, 6 and 7, 6 and 7 is M, done. So all the first numbers of all these answer choices are perfectly all right. So we cannot eliminate any of the answer choice based on the first letter M. So M is out. Now we think about O. So 43, is it possible O is 43? 43 is, well, 43 is A. So this is eliminated now. And 42, well, 4 and 2, that's O, correct. 4 and 2 is correct. Then 31, 3 and 1 is O, that's correct. 13, 1 and 3, 1 and 3 is O, that's correct. So now we have 3 answer choices in the race. That means B, C and D. Now look at 97. 97, which letter is for that? D. Next letter is D. So 97, is it possible? Yes, 97, D is possible, correct. 76, 7 and 6, 7 and 6, that's P. Okay, 76P, so that means it cannot be for D. So 76 is out. We are looking for D. 76 is out. And well, 86, 86, 8 and 6, that's D, correct. So now we have 2 answer choices are out. There's no need to worry about those answer choices. Don't even look at those numbers. Okay, so now we have to look at what next letter, and that's E. So E, what you have is 1, 0, 1. Well, 0, 1 is E, correct? And 34, 3 and 4, 3 and 4 is E, that's correct as well. The next letter is what? S. S, 66, 6 and 6, 6 and 6 is S, correct? 7 and 7, well, 7 and 7 is S, correct. Now look at the last letter. Last letter is what? T. And T, 23 and 33. So, well, 23 is not T, so out. How about 33? Yes, 33 is T. Even without looking at the matrix, you can say that's the only answer choice which is left out, so that is going to be the answer. Done. So modest in that code, modest can be written as 67, 13, 86, 34, 77 and 33. Done with that. So we have done with this set of questions, and it's my pleasure working with you guys. Do your part as well. Now I think exams are over, so your only focus in front of you is CUET. Do your best, practice as many questions as you can. Thanks for watching. See you next time.